Have you ever poured your heart and soul into making a video, hit publish, and then just watched it get like a handful of views? It's so frustrating. The thing is, the problem usually isn't your camera or your editing, it's the script. So today we're going to break down a step-by-step system for researching and writing a script that is just built to get views.
Okay, let's dive right in. Here's the game plan. First, we're going to figure out why most scripts just don't work. Then, we'll talk about a crucial mindset shift, choosing your research style. After that, we'll get practical and find a viral topic. I'll walk you through a 4-step research system, and then, the best part, how to turn all that boring data into a story people absolutely can't click away from.
All right, first things first. We have to get to the root of the issue. There is this one hidden problem that plagues so many creators, and it's the real reason great video ideas end up falling flat. Seriously, once you see this, you won't be able to unsee it.
And the problem is, well, it's bigger than you probably think. Get this, a whopping 90% of creators just don't research their scripts properly. That means the vast majority of people are starting off on the wrong foot, and they don't even know it. It's kind of like trying to build an amazing house, but on a really shaky foundation. It's just bound to crumble.
This is why you have to think of your script as more than just a list of things to say. It is the absolute blueprint for your entire video. It controls the story, the pacing, the value, everything. A great script is, without a doubt, the most powerful weapon you have.
So how do we build that weapon? How do we make it sharp? Well, it actually starts way before you write a single word. It begins with a really important mindset shift, choosing the right way to approach your research from the very beginning.
On YouTube, you basically got two choices. On one hand, there's the educational style. You know, it's quick, it's basic info, good for a simple how-to. It's like fishing in a small pond. But then there's the documentary style. This is like deep-sea diving. You're going way down, looking for the why behind the what, finding a real story. This is the approach that top-tier creators use to really grab an audience and hold on.
And that's the big secret right there. You don't have to be making a 2-hour Netflix special. It doesn't matter if your topic is tech or cooking or history. When you adopt the mindset of a documentarian for your research, you can explain any topic with so much more depth, authority, and confidence.
All right, so our mindset is in the right place. Now for the fun part. It's time for our first mission. We need to identify a target. We're going to find a topic that people are already out there looking for, something they're desperate to click on.
And there are two super effective ways to do this. First, you've got to become a bit of a detective. Go look at the top 15, maybe 20 channels in your niche. What videos of theirs have millions of views? Look for the patterns. Second, use your tools. Use something like ChatGPT. Feed it those successful videos and ask it to brainstorm even more ideas for you.
Let's make this real. Okay, say you're in the motivation niche. You might notice that videos on how to be happy do okay. But the videos about depression, anxiety, stress, and overthinking, those are the ones consistently pulling in millions of views. That is not an accident, that is a pattern. And that is your hot topic. You can do this in any niche, I promise. Tech, cooking, gaming, you name it.
Okay, so you found your hot topic. Now it's time to put on our investigator hat and start gathering the intel, the raw material for our script. And this isn't just about random Googling. We need a system.
This 4-step process is your blueprint. First, get super clear. Who are you talking to and what specific problem are you solving for them? Second, do your homework. Read the top 5 or 10 articles, watch the most viral videos already out there. Third, just start taking notes. Dump all the important points into a document. This is your clay. And fourth, and this is the part most people skip, go deeper. Check out places like Quora and Reddit to find what real people are saying, their actual experiences. That's where you find the unique stuff.
And here's a pro tip for you. Never, ever skip reading the comment sections on your competitors' videos. I'm serious. This is where your audience is telling you, in their own words, exactly what they're confused about, what questions they have, and what they're struggling with. It's an absolute goldmine for script ideas.
All right, you did it. You've done the deep dive research. You have this mountain of amazing notes and insights. Now for the most important, most exciting part, turning all of that raw information into a story that grabs a viewer from the very first second and just refuses to let them go.
The core technique here is actually incredibly simple, but it is so powerful. Your hook, your first 30 seconds, needs to do two things, and only two things.
Introduce a suspenseful, dramatic event, and immediately create a bunch of questions in the viewer's mind that they desperately want the answers to. That's it.
Let's look at a real example. Imagine you're making a video about the founder of T-Series. You could start with, Gulshan Kumar was born in... Boring, right? Or you could drop the viewer right into the most dramatic moment of his entire life with a line like this.
See what an intro like that does? Immediately, your brain just starts firing off questions. Wait, what happened? Why did they weep? Why was he shot 16 times? Who would do that? Who's this gangster? All of a sudden, you're not just passively watching, you are now on a mission to get answers.
And that is the beautifully simple structure of a viral video script. Your intro poses the questions. It presents a locked treasure chest. And the rest of your video's job is to simply unlock it, answering each of those questions you created, one by one. It takes the viewer on a satisfying journey from total curiosity to complete clarity.
So as you start planning your next video, I want you to ask yourself this. Don't just think about the topic. Think about the one central, burning question that your video is going to answer for the viewer. If you can hook them with that question in the first 30 seconds, you're on your way to turning all that research into a script that truly, truly works.